I would love us all to give a really warm welcome to Andrew Huffer.
Have you ever found that as leaders, your ability to achieve the results you want to achieve is being eroded by the environment that you're working in? Maybe your CEO's not on board, maybe your budget's been cut again, or maybe your staff have got their own agendas. 2019 is a dog-eat-dog world. Sounds pretty tough, eh? And I know this because in my 19 years of consulting to organisations across Australia as a facilitator, I've found that the people who focus 100% on achieving their goals will absolutely nail it. This comes from the work of Paul Z. Jackson and Janine Waldman from the UK. And they've found that there's 3 ways that can help us to achieve our ultimate goals. I want to share them with you today, but it's going to be a hot, sweaty and painful trip. Are you ready for it?
Yes!
All right, let's go there. The trip starts with me signing up for a half marathon last year. That's 21.1 kilometres. That's a tough gig in anyone's language. Now, I'm sure there's somebody here who signed up for a tough gig at some stage and you were left wondering, what was I thinking? Anyone? Yeah. This run, it's being held in Melbourne. It finishes at the MCG. It's the home of the AFL Grand Final and the iconic MCG Boxing Day Test. It's big. There's a couple of big reasons for me wanting to do this run. Keeping fit, yeah, that's pretty obvious. The main one is I've got a brother-in-law called Andy, and he's been diagnosed with early onset Parkinson's disease. He's 49. Pretty uncertain future for him. But on the same day, he's running a full marathon with his crazy wife, Mandy, at his side. It's big. I only have to do half of that distance. How hard's that going to be? So, in my lead-in, I've covered 578 kilometres in 70 training sessions in the 9 months leading in. I think I'm ready. On the day of the run, we're in Melbourne, Sunday the 19th of October. Melbourne weather, 27 degrees. Who would have thought? At the starting line, I'm excited and I'm anxious. Probably a bit too more excited though. With 9,967 other people around me, I'm off. And I'm looking good. Really good. I cover that first kilometre in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That's great. But ultimately, it's not. And I'm sure you've been in a space before where you've just jumped into a task thinking, man, I've got this nailed no matter what's going to happen around me. Everyone been in that same sort of boat? Yeah. It's all going to be good. Back to that 5 minutes 30. It's not good for me because it's too fast. I've actually forgotten my ultimate goal. I've forgotten who I'm there for, what I'm trying to achieve. By the halfway mark, I'm in serious trouble. I'm really struggling. And the reason for that is I haven't started by taking small steps. And this is one of the first lessons I want to teach you from Paul Z. Jackson, is we start with small steps. So I should have gone slow, waited for that whole field to open up and just weave my way through. Then I wouldn't have had to spend all the time beforehand running around all those slow people in front of me trying to improve my time. I keep going. I'm struggling, but I keep going. I get to the 18 kilometre mark and I'm in a lot of pain. That's good. I keep going. Pain's good when you're running. I get to the 19 kilometre mark and I have got cramps, agonising cramps, all the way through the lower half of my body. I mean, everywhere. Here's a second lesson. If I had to utilise existing resources that are at my disposal, I would have stopped at every one of the seven drink stations along that run, grabbed a drink, grabbed a breather, kept going. Second lesson. I keep going. So I've got past 19 kilometres. I'm in either you're going to make it or you're going to die zone. At that stage, I had this sharp stabbing pain in my neck. This is not good. I think I'm in serious trouble. And if I die on this run, my wife is going to kill me. Out of doubt. Finally, I make it onto the MCG. I'm staggering around, the crowd's cheering, and I think, geez, I'm almost going to get there. Finally, I stagger over the line. I'm physically and absolutely and literally cooked. But I'm pretty chuffed because I've made my ultimate goal. Supported my brother-in-law and his crazy wife. I've actually run 21.1 kilometres as a 50-year-old consultant. And I've achieved that through focusing on what's working. So no matter how tough that working environment was around me, 27 degrees, 21 kilometres, I get there. And I hope you can get there too in your next challenge. Thank you.
Yeah. As you can see, it was a tough gig for me to get myself into gear for that half marathon. But it's nowhere near as tough it is for people living with Parkinson's right now. And I'm sure that you and I can do something together to help them. So let's go over to the Parkinson's website and see if we can either volunteer or make a donation to them. You could either help out at an event, perhaps even offer to facilitate something that's coming up for them. Either way, should you decide to do something, let me know what you've done and I'll provide you with a free half day of coaching in an area of your choice worth $1,000. Kind of a no-brainer really. So looking forward to working with you on this one and thanks for your support.